the next thing that we're going to talk about is the peer application system. And in many scenarios, the business comes to IT and says, "Hey, we're looking at putting out a new application or a new service to our customers, and what we need is this application." And so what the business thinks it is a simple application and database, and it can scale as big or as little as needed. What really is required is a lot of infrastructure behind that to be able to provide what the business wants. Next slide. And so when we started the first slide, we started with just a single HTTP server and a couple of application servers. Well, as that business grows and that application becomes more popular, what is really needed is the ability to expand to multiple servers to fulfill the needs of that application. And also, behind the scenes is the lifecycle management of that. Being able to provision those servers on a as-needed basis quickly to respond to the growing need, or be able to reduce it as it's needed as well. Next slide. So here we have the peer application system, and to start, it's going to come in 4 different flavors. Basically, an extra small, medium, and large. And really, what this is speaking to is the infrastructure behind it. So the number of cores, the amount of memory, the amount of hard drive space, that type of stuff. So this slide shows basically the patterns of expertise that are available through the Peer Systems Center. And this is this shows all of the ISVs that are enabling the applications for the platform and developing patterns and appliances for quick and easy deployment. So some of these can be purchased with the Peer application system, such as IBM WebSphere and IBM DB2, and those applications will come pre-optimized, pre-deployed on the system. So just like the PureFlex infrastructure system, the application system can be plugged in, hooked up to your existing network, and you're ready to roll. There's also these additional ISV applications in the Peer System Center that kind of works like an app store. And you're able to go, for example, download a pre-tuned application from the SAP and deploy it onto that Peer application system. Okay, so this is talking about the patterns of expertise, and really what a pattern of expertise is the best practices and the best tunings for a specific application that will allow you to deploy it quickly and with minimal interaction with your IT staff. So again, taking the SAP example, instead of purchasing the SAP software, purchasing all of the hardware, integrating it, installing it, tuning it, the advantage of the Peer application system is you buy a PureFlex system that comes with all the hardware already integrated and optimized, and then the SAP pattern of expertise, purchase that and easily deploy it using the management tools that we'll talk about in a few minutes to the servers, and you're ready to go. This also allows you to have consistency between the different deployments that you do, and it allows you to easily expand and add capacity as needed. So now we're going to talk a little bit about some of the integrated management, and this is really a key point for the Peer systems. So this is kind of going back and just showing the dial that has the Flex system building block and what you get in the management as far as being able to manage both x86 power nodes, storage integration, network integration, and the like. Next slide. So as we talked about before, you know, in the traditional IT environment, you know, there's heterogeneous systems and partitions, and to monitor this type of stuff, you have multiple tools that will do management tasks to that specific device. So, you know, monitoring power and monitoring partitions, and you know, just an example of some of the options that are out there just from IBM are System Director, Active Energy Manager, VM Control, that type of stuff. But you can also look at, you know, you know, for your specific system like HP OpenView, you know, or the Dell tool. Next. So what the Flex systems do is there's the integrated Flex System Manager. As Jackie said, it's an x86 node that is running a proprietary software. If you're familiar with the HMC, it's kind of like that, an appliance that has the code pre-installed and everything. And what it really is meant to do is simplify the management experience of the whole Flex system. So the management interface, IBM has gone from the vertical type management where you click down the sidebar and things appear, to the top of the row or the tabbed browsing type experience to help with ease of usability. And from the single management pane of glass, you're able to manage the entire system. Again, that's you know, from networking to storage, virtualization, and your compute nodes and stuff. And they've also made it so that it is able to be integrated into your higher level type software packages that you may have existing in your environment. For example, the Tivoli management and automation type products, or other third parties such as CA or BMC. Next slide. Again, you know, as far as you know, the OS support and the manageability, the Flex System Manager will do basically everything. It'll manage, you know, all the operating system environments from AIX, Linux, Windows, to all of your hypervisors, Power VM, KVM, VMware, and Hyper-V. And also, you know, help with the availability and virtualization management. And then it'll also, you know, work with you as far as the firmware patching for your server storage, network switching, as well as the provisioning of those as well. Next slide. Okay, so we're going to dig a little bit deeper into some of the screenshots and what you'll see on the Flex System Manager. So we're going to begin with the chassis management. And this is kind of a screenshot or overview of you know, the ability to really see graphically what you're looking at and what your components are and where they are. It allows you to you know, click on certain attributes, let's say a node, and see what operating system is on there, you know, what firm levels it's at, and it'll allow you to do management tasks on that node on this screen. Next slide. So this is a screenshot of the virtualization management. Instead of having the you know, the HMC for Power VM virtualization and vCenter, you know, for VMware and the Microsoft virtualization management, the Flex System Manager has an integrated virtual management system that allows you to do everything that those tools I just described will do. So you'll be able to manage the virtual hosts. You'll be able to you know, see where they are in the environment, what virtual machines are on what physical servers. It allows you to do the management tasks such as you know, add CPU, add memory, and it'll even allow you to do the relocation of those. So the light partition mobilities or the vMotions, that type of stuff. Next. It also offers the advanced virtualization. So this is more of the, creating workload groups that have multiple physical servers, and you kind of tell the system, hey, I have these SAP servers, and I really need them to be, performance load balanced. I'm going to give you a group of servers. I don't care which one's deployed on. Go find the best server. And then, adding on to that functionality, what that gives you the ability to do is, if you need to take a node offline, for maintenance, you can tell the system, hey, I need this node to not have anything on it. And the system will automate moving those additional loads to different nodes. So you're able to take that specific node offline and do whatever maintenance you need to do on it. It also integrates as far as the active energy manager, or making sure that you're using your energy in your data center as efficiently as possible. So at night or early in the morning, if you're not using all of those resources, it gives you the ability to automate moving workloads or consolidating workloads onto fewer amounts of nodes so that it can power down or put into a sleep state node so you can save energy. Next slide. So the Flex system also gives the ability to do updates. And this is one of the more important features of the system, because it really gives you a nice graphical view of the updates that are needed for the entire system, basically from operating system all the way down to, let's say, the firmware that's needed on your mezzanine module. So it automatically checks for updates, and it kind of puts into a graph, the criticality of those updates and when they need to be done. So you're able to see and plan how to do those updates. It's no more, for a specific system, going out to multiple websites and, let's say, getting the AIX updates and then having to go to another website and getting the firmware updates for the service processor or the disk drive firmware for your X series server. This kind of consolidates it all into one spot and allows you to manage and see that the state of your environment as far as how up to date you are in one place. Another advantage is the image management. And essentially what the image management is it's the ability for you to create what we like to term gold images of certain installs. So let's say you have a AIX 7.1 server that you've put Oracle on. It'll allow you to build that in your environment. Go ahead and test it, everything. And then once that's completed and you're satisfied that, yes, this is an image that I would like to deploy multiple times, it'll allow you to take an image of that. So whether you need 1 or 100, AIX 7 Oracle servers, it'll allow you to automate the process and the deployment of those. Next slide. And then continue on with the integrated, all aspects of integration. It also has the integrated network management, and this is really again, the single pane of glass place where you can go and you can create your virtual switches and all your VLANs and put quality of service on those, so that not only your inter-node communication is prioritized, but also the communication to the outside world is prioritized. Next slide. And of course, the most important, the mobile management. You never know where you're going to be when you need to change something on your system or verify its location or even look at its health. So the ability to manage the systems remotely in today's day is imperative. With all the technology and everything that we have, it just makes this information more available and easily available.